What's going on, guys? It's Landon, and this is David, and we're Taffy Hoops. So we know that the draft happened
almost
a week ago. But I mean, I was on vacation, and so it didn't quite work out for our schedules to make a video on it. But today we're making a video on the draft, mainly just the lottery, because I don't know,
yeah. If you want to see more info on like later picks in the draft, just join our Discord server. That'll be in the description. Also, before the video starts, please like, comment, and subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated for our channel. Let's get right into it. The first pick in the NBA draft, the Detroit Pistons selected Cunningham. Definitely the best player in the draft. No surprises here. He's going to be a star in this league. I feel like it's not a no-brainer for this pick at least.
Yeah, for sure. I think it was kind of weird because it was like this whole season, or like this last season, it was like everyone wanted that number one pick because Cade Cunningham was a beast, and he's gonna be a beast in the league. But then like Detroit got all of a sudden after the lottery, Detroit got the first pick, and they're like, maybe what if they didn't pick Cade? And it was just I was like, what?
And like there are also rumors of them shopping the pick too, which
I may would have understood that, but I heard some people being like, what if they maybe they pick someone else? And I'm just like, what do you no. Cade's the best player in the draft. They didn't mess it up, thank be to God. But yeah, like to not pick Cade at number one would have been dumb.
Right. So. Moving on to the second pick, I think there's no surprises here again. The Houston Rockets selected Jalen Green.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that they should have taken Mobley, and that yes, they have Christian Wood, but at that point you should care a lot more about talent and like potential, like ceiling. And Cade and Mobley have the highest ceiling in the league. So
yeah, I can see that.
I mean, not in the league.
Just like in this draft.
In this draft, they have the highest ceiling, and yeah,
we knew the Rockets liked Jalen Green a lot, so it wasn't a surprise that they picked him. But Evan Mobley would have been a great pick too. I feel like they have similar talents. Mobley probably has more potential, but Jalen Green seems like the great fit for them, and the fit kind of outweighs the slightly better potential for Mobley. So,
and we're not going to talk about all their players specifically, but the Rockets had a really great draft, and they just have crazy good young talent now. And I think maybe not this year, but in a few years they're going to be maybe not like even a contender like team, but they're going to be like a fun team to watch, like kind of like a Sacramento Kings type team.
Oh, like a few years ago, Sacramento Kings.
Yeah, where they're really young and they're not even like in playoff contention, but like they're just fun to watch. They're a fun, fast, young team.
Kind of like the Charlotte Hornets last year.
Yeah.
Moving on to the third pick, the Cleveland Cavaliers selected Evan Mobley, center at USC. We kind of talked about him a lot in the second pick. No surprise here. Just like a unicorn of a talent. Reminds me a lot of like guys like Chris Bosh and Kristaps Porzingis. He can be a very, very, very good player in this league.
And I think So I think Cleveland did what Houston didn't.
Right.
Whereas like Cleveland had Jarrett Allen, they still chose Mobley because he was at that point they had no choice. Like,
right.
They didn't have the choice between Jalen Green and Evan Mobley, but I mean, yeah, Evan Mobley is gonna be insane. And well, I guess now you can't say the top four picks. I mean, but normally the top four picks would be the number one overall type of talent pick. But we will get into why that's maybe not true. Leading up to the draft, everyone was like, top four picks are basically all number one picks. But now, coming up to the Toronto Raptors, I thought the top four picks were set in stone.
I did too.
And I thought, I don't know exactly what order it may be, but it's gonna be Cade Cunningham number 1, and then Evan Mobley, Jalen Green, Jalen Suggs.
And that is not what happened. Jalen Suggs had a bad workout with the Raptors, apparently. That's what was surfaced with Shams and Woj. So the Toronto Raptors selected defensive wing Scottie Barnes.
Why do workouts matter? Just like watch a Gonzaga game. That's what I don't get. And like, you're losing Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry's leaving Toronto. Oh wait, actually, this video is coming out. We were filming this before free agency, so he probably already has left Toronto. If he hasn't, then just say, Landon, you're an idiot in the comments. Yeah, and they have so many like forwards.
Yeah, like,
and they pick like what?
Yeah.
Unless they're trading, unless maybe they have like they're thinking really long, and maybe they're trading Pascal somehow. But
yeah,
I don't know what they're doing.
Jalen Suggs was a perfect fit for them. I've seen like workouts maybe do matter a bit more. I feel like that is why the Celtics traded Markelle Fultz away to get Jason Tatum. Like that workout got them Jason Tatum. So maybe the Raptors are being really smart, avoided the bust in Jalen Suggs. Not that he will, but maybe the Toronto Raptors think he will be. Maybe taking a safer pick with Scottie Barnes in their opinion. I trust the Raptors front office, but this pick just makes me wonder if I should actually be trusting them this much.
Yeah, they're smart. I mean, they're the ones that got Kawhi, decided it was worth it to just have him on a lease, and they won a championship. But yeah, I'm confused. I did not start watching. I missed the start of the draft, because I knew it was starting at like 8, but I didn't know they'd start like right away. Yeah. I thought they'd like talk for a while, and so I was eating dinner, and then after dinner I tuned in, and I was like, I just remember seeing Scottie Barnes, and I was just like, what the heck? Or no, I tuned in at number 5, and I was like, and then I heard Jalen Suggs, and I was like, wait, hold up. How did Jalen Suggs at 5? But yeah,
right.
Which brings us to number 5, which Orlando Magic. I don't think they were expecting to get Jalen Suggs, but they got him, and yeah, you want to talk about it?
Yeah. So Jalen Suggs, best talent available in my opinion. Maybe the Raptors are right, but I feel like at this point, you take the best talent available. He's also a good fit with your team. Taller point guard. He can fit with guys like Cole Anthony, RJ Hampton too. So he'll be a really, really good talent with Orlando, and he'll have time to develop there too, with them tanking right now and just rebuilding.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's a great pick, great landing spot for him. But I feel like I would have loved to see him in Toronto more than Orlando.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like in Orlando. I just don't. It seems weird to see him in Orlando. I don't know why. It just feels weird. Also, I don't really know what Orlando's lineup's looking like now, because they have 3 really young guards in Markelle Fultz, Jalen Suggs,
and Cole
Anthony.
I think they don't start
Cole
Anthony. Yeah.
That's what I figured, but it should be interesting.
Like, they are going to re-sign Wendell Carter. I saw something with that. So I feel like they'll have a lot of good young guys to start rebuild with, and I feel like it doesn't really matter what their rebuild lineup is right now, because they can just get talent along the way and kind of fill in those spots in the next drafts. So
I think, yeah, they just kind of tore everything down, and they're already up to a great start in their rebuild.
Definitely.
With Suggs and Wagner at number 8.
So with the 6th pick, this one was the biggest surprise, even more surprising than Barnes in my opinion. The OKC Thunder selected Josh Giddey from Australia. I saw him as a good player. I saw him maybe as a steal later in the draft, but I never saw him going up to 6th pick. Definitely a reach, but I like the fit with the team. He's going to have a lot of time to develop, just like Jalen Suggs will in Orlando. So OKC will kind of be able to bring up this younger player in the draft.
Yeah. This is the first player in the draft that I kind of was like, I haven't heard a ton about him. Like, he hasn't had as much hype as like Cade Cunningham and like Jalen Suggs and Jalen Green and all those people. I just kind of remember thinking like, what? I'm not confused, but I don't don't know. I didn't know enough about him to have an opinion on him, really.
Yeah.
But I mean, now I think he has a decently high ceiling, and I think he could be a great. Yeah, I think he could be a great fit, great point forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I watched him in the Olympics a bit on Team Australia.
Yeah, he's a boomer.
Yeah, he played pretty well.
With Matisse. I saw Matisse's Twitter. He said, he retweeted Joe Ingles saying congrats to,
to his boy, Josh Giddy.
Josh Giddy. And I'm pretty sure he's been in Matisse vlogs.
So if you want to watch those are great.
Link in description. Just kidding. Probably not. But
moving on to the 7th pick, the Golden State Warriors took the best talent available, in my opinion, Jonathan Kuminga. I thought he'd go 5 or 6. He dropped down to 7, which was great for Golden State. He's going to be a good trade asset if they don't keep him and develop with him. But he's going to be a great fit with the team. He's going to fit with that 3, 4, even 5 spot.
Yeah, Warriors had a great draft, and I as a Pacers fan am kind of jealous. I want Kuminga. I think he'd be fun to start our rebuild off with. And yeah, I mean, we'll get to the Pacers later, but great job, Golden State.
He's gonna be he's raw talent right now. He's gonna be a project, but he seems like a guy that has one of the highest potentials in this draft. One of those guys that could have been a top pick in this draft if he had his skills more refined.
Yeah, exactly.
He has a great build. I would love to see him progress in being an all-star or even a superstar in this league.
Yeah.
But moving on to the 8th pick, a guy with a lower ceiling, but a higher floor maybe than Jonathan Kuminga. We got Franz Wagner from Michigan, brother of Mo Wagner Is he on the Wizards or did he get traded? I bet he got traded.
I have no idea where he is.
He's in the NBA.
He just has complete bragging rights over Mo now. Now he can just say, I was drafted number 7, you were drafted like 20-something. But, yeah, great start. Again, Orlando has a great start to their rebuild. And, I mean, not much else to say besides that, but
I feel like they played it safe on this one, which was a good idea. If Suggs doesn't work out, Wagner's going to be a good role player for them. So I feel like they just filled a need and took a guy that can be starting caliber almost right away.
Yeah.
But moving on to the 9th pick, we're also going to talk about the 10th and 12th pick with this one. All these 3 picks, I think, did not do really great. So the 9th pick was Davion Mitchell from Baylor going to the Sacramento Kings.
Same initials.
Yep. And then the 10th pick was Zaire Williams going to Memphis. And the 12th pick was Joshua Primo going to the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah. I'm just mad that 2K is going to be confusing now. Because now I'm going to see D. Mitchell and I'm going to be confused.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I like Davion Mitchell. I like him as his player. I like him, but I don't like him for the Kings. I think the Kings have way too many young guards, so unless they're moving people around, which they probably will move Buddy Hield around, again, after grades, and anything, I don't know if something's happened by now. But, they have a lot of young guards, and that's not always something you want to add another young guard. You don't always, just don't keep adding young guards.
Yeah, they need big men help. I personally don't think Davion Mitchell's going to be a great player in the league. You guys, maybe that won't age well, but Davion Mitchell's just too short, about 5'10", 5'11".
But he's long.
Yeah, I feel like being that short, it's going to be really hard to translate your defense, and that's his most.
How tall is Donovan Mitchell? Donovan Mitchell's short.
He's like 6'2" or 6'3".
He's 6'1", I think.
He's not 6'1".
He is. Donovan Mitchell height, Siri. He's 6'1". He's 6'1".
How good of a defender is he, though?
He's not great, but they also never said he was a great defender.
I know, but Davion Mitchell, his most marketable skill is being a defender.
Exactly. So think about that. He's short, just like Donovan Mitchell. And they never said Donovan Mitchell's a good defender, but they say Davion Mitchell's a good defender.
I don't think his three-point shot's as good as Donovan Mitchell. He's not going to be driving as well as Donovan Mitchell. His defense technically is better, but
I'm
how is that going to be translated?
I'm not saying he's going to be as great as Donovan Mitchell. I'm just saying I think his defense will be better than Donovan Mitchell's. I think I like him. I'm not saying he's going to be at the same level offensively as Donovan Mitchell, but
I just don't think his defense is going to translate as well as other people think, because he's going to be in college. He was defending smaller guards.
Exactly.
I feel like now he's going to be guarding guys like Tyrese Haliburton, 6'5", at the point guard position.
I think he could guard that, but that's like his max. I think.
I feel like guarding guys that are bigger than him are just going to be a lot. It'd just be very difficult for him to translate that over the NBA, especially in his rookie year. So I bet many people are going to call him a bust first year, because he's not going to play well, because his defense isn't going to translate over. So I feel like maybe I could be wrong, but I don't like Davion Mitchell that much.
Yeah, I mean, to each his own.
The 10th pick, Zaire Williams, high upside guy, but I feel like they could have gotten him at 17.
Yeah, probably.
There were reports that they wanted to get Josh Giddey at 10. And then since they didn't do that, they just got the guy that returned him at 17, Zaire Williams.
Yeah, they might. I bet they tried to. I bet that's exactly what happened. I bet they traded up thinking they would be able to get Josh Giddey.
Yeah.
And then obviously
that didn't
OKC happened. Yeah, I don't know a ton about him, about Zaire Williams, but he has a cool name. I know that. Yeah, I think the Steven Adams, Jonas Valanciunas trade is starting to look a lot better
for the Pelicans.
For the Pelicans now.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as it happened, everyone was like, I think everyone was just a little happy that the offseason was kind of like officially starting. They're like, yeah, the best trade, everyone's a winner, it's going to make both teams like playoff contenders, blah, 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 blah. But now it's kind of like,
it looks like the Pelicans definitely won the
Pelicans walked away with the 17 pick that they were good. Well, like, they weren't even going to, I don't know. The Pelicans walked away with the 17 pick and Jonas Valanciunas. So, I don't love this pick for Memphis. And then Spurs picking Primo.
Joshua Primo from Alabama. He was definitely a reach. He's going to be a younger player, but I feel like the Spurs development can make him a decent player. I just feel like they could have got him later, and there are definitely a lot of more talented guys ahead of him, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But moving on to the 13th pick, the Indiana Pacers selected the oldest player in the draft.
Wait, what about Book Night?
Oh, I forgot to talk about Book Night.
Book Night. Book. I don't know. I never know how to say his name.
Yeah.
Book Night.
James Bouknight's definitely a good fit with the Charlotte Hornets. What am I saying? He reminds me of like a Lou Williams, Jordan Clarkson mold. He seems like a great player.
How tall is he?
I think it's like 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah.
So he seems just like a shorter shooting guard that's gonna be able to slash and shoot well.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's gonna be making this Charlotte team a lot more fun to play with, or just like to watch and play with on 2K. LaMelo Ball, he's gonna be a taller point guard, so I feel like that will kind of counteract the shorter shooting guard.
Shooting guards are usually like 6'3" to 6'5". That's like the average height for a shooting guard, isn't it?
I feel like they've kind of risen up to 6'5", 6'6", 6'7". So
I guess
I'd say 6'4" is like a shorter shooting guard.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I think he could. I've heard people saying that he's in contention for like Rookie of the Year, and
I can see that.
If you can pick a candidate for Rookie of the Year at 10 or 11, which isn't that where Haliburton was? 11.
He was 12.
He was 12. I mean, if you can pick that, that's a steal. That's a steal. And I think Book Night will be a great pick for them.
Mm-hmm. We kind of jumped the gun on the Pacers earlier, but we're
just excited.
Yeah, so the 13th pick, we got Chris Duarte, the oldest guy in the draft. He'll be a great 3-and-D guy for our team. But my one problem is that we picked a high floor, low ceiling guy, like we always do. I feel like we should have taken a risk on a guy like Moses Moody, or even traded up for a guy like Jonathan Kuminga.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. So I'm gonna be honest. I was kind of sad on draft night. I didn't love the Chris Duarte pick. I was a little sad that he was like 24. I didn't really know what to think about that. Like, he was pretty old for a rookie. And then, but I woke up the next morning after drafting that, and I like the pick a little bit more. I think, but I'm also still kind of confused because I don't know where the Indiana Pacers, because the Indiana Pacers are either, I don't know what they're doing with their franchise right now, and it's, as a fan, it kind of kills me to not know what the heck they're doing with their franchise. Like, where are they directing it? I don't know, because you would think that if you were rebuilding, which I thought that's where we were heading towards, you would think that we would pick like a raw talent that we were supposed to develop. But we picked a 24-year-old that can help us now. That sounds like we're still like wanting to stay in like playoff contention, which, I mean, I'm fine with that. And as a fan, maybe like I like to see our team in the playoffs, but like,
how high is our potential?
Yeah, as a fan, you want to see your team in the playoffs, but then also at the same time, you maybe want to see it tear down, just so that, because like, you don't want to just keep staying average.
Right.
So at some point, you do just kind of want to tear it all down.
But moving on to the 14th pick, the Golden State Warriors selected Moses Moody. He is a great pick. Best talent available for sure. High upside guy. Also a good fit with the team. I think he could play 2-3. Definitely great backup spark plug off the bench.
Yeah. He's just a great fit. I mean, best talent available. And Warriors had a great draft. And Warriors had a great draft.
If you want to see anything more about the draft, just tell us down below, or join our Discord server and ask questions about that. We'd love to give you our input on that if you want to hear it. So, other than that,
make sure to like, comment. Wait, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say we have some great videos coming up.
Oh yeah. Sure, like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, just like he said, we have some great videos coming. I am hoping. I know this has literally been months in the making, but I am hoping to film the one-on-one punishment. Even though the one-on-one punishment was like filmed months ago, and it was cold the day. Here's how long ago. It was cold the day we did the.
There was snow on the ground when we did the one-on-one.
Yeah.
We had the old thumbnail the last time we did the one-on-one.
Yeah, I was still doing that dumb thumbnail. Yeah, it was 4 months ago. 4 months. It's 4 months in the making, but I'm hoping to film the one-on-one video, the punishment this week. And hopefully, if any of our friends are watching that like know us in real life,
just tell us when you want to do that.
If you want, we need help. We need camera people. I mean, not camera people, but like we need some people to be there. But anyways, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and
we'll see you in the next video.
See you next video.